Hey, what's going on YouTube? So let me bring you another video. This is week 15 of the NFL betting. And last week I didn't feel like I did too well. I didn't do too well actually last week. But let's get back on the grind this week and let's have a better outcome. So sorry that this video was a little late. I was actually looking up and researching teams and trying to find angles in each one of these teams that I like. So let's talk about the first one. We got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Division rivalry game. Obviously, the Chiefs and the Chargers, they've been battling back and forth. One of the things I did notice in this game is I did notice the over as far as the Chargers is concerned. They were 3-1 in the last 4 games, going over the total. All right, turn that back on. And with that being said, there we go. And with that being said, I do like the Chiefs. The Chiefs been on fire lately. They have been picking up and they have been coming to show up. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the Chiefs haven't been getting as much attention as they used to get. Then that is actually a good thing for us. But I do like to tease this one down if you're gonna go do a teaser. And I do like the win for the Chiefs in this. I know I said the over in the Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah, I do like the over 51. I also want to tease that one down as well to make sure that we can definitely get over. But both these teams can definitely shoot it out. We have the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. Let me look at my notes. I don't know what to say about these two teams, Las Vegas Raiders and the Browns. The Raiders haven't been covering the three out of again, tongue twisted. They haven't covered 3 out of 1, and the Browns haven't covered the last 4. So the only thing that I'm looking at as far as this game, I want to go to the over in this game, especially if it's a warmer day out and it's not as cold. I'm definitely looking towards the over. 42 is low, especially for the Raiders and the Browns. You got Hunt, you got Jacobs running the ball. Also, they both can throw it, and I do like the over in this one. And this Raiders team, I guess everything's finally catching up. After losing their coach, after losing a wide receiver, they had a rough year this year. So I'm definitely looking more towards the Browns. And at 5, I definitely like to get that more towards the Browns' favor. The Browns is better than the Raiders, is the better team. So if you're going to do the spread or you're going to do a teaser, tease this down. Obviously, to that key number 2.5 to get it past that 3. This game's pretty much are decided by 3 and take it from there. But I do like the over in this game. You have the New England Patriots and the Colts. Patriots been hot. They've been covering, and now they're getting plus points. I don't see how they're getting plus points. They covered their last 7 games. They covered the spread the last 7, and now they're getting plus points. I'm jumping on that. Jumping on that one, definitely. And they're playing in the Dome. I do like the over, and I definitely want to tease that down. So if you actually can go in there, do the parlay, I'm going to pick New England with the spread as well as the over in this. Next game on the list, you have Washington football team and the Eagles. I like the over in this one too. These teams have to fight. These are division rivals, and they both want to be in that wild card spot. I know Washington is definitely going to fight the Eagles, and the Eagles is definitely going to fight back. So I'm definitely looking at them to put up points, and hopefully it'd be a warm day out that afternoon where they can do that because the cold tends to mess with them. But as far as who's winning, I definitely like the points and to tease it up if you're going to go with who's winning, because these teams are pretty, I want to say they're kind of close when it comes to rankings. They're kind of close. So next game on the list, Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills. Let me look at my notes, see if I find anything for this game. I mean, I have the Bills winning it, but as far as the over is concerned, that's the only play I see is the over 43 at Buffalo. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with the over with that game. As far as the 10, I mean, I like Buffalo. I like Buffalo. I don't want to play. Well, they're at home, so laying 10.5 may not be that bad. Me personally, I'm looking at a 2-game teaser for this one, and I do think Buffalo can definitely beat the Panthers because Cam Newton, he's pretty much starting, and they keep benching him for PJ Walker. PJ Walker is, he's pretty much on the bottom as far as when it comes to the top 15 quarterbacks. He's below that. So Panthers ain't got it together. I think they're just looking towards next year, but they probably try to keep it close. But if you tease this down, I'm sure you won't have a problem. And 10.5 with Buffalo Bills at home is not a problem at all. Plus, Panthers put up enough points where they can definitely go over the 43. You got a bunch of these low numbers this week. So I'm just going to look to take advantage. You got the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Well, New York Jets, Miami Dolphins. I like Miami in this. Jets been bad all year. Expect the same thing. Again, if you want to tease this one, Dolphins game and that. Oh no, let's see. The Dolphins game, I'll tease the Dolphins game down, and I'll tease the Washington football team up in this game. I'm going with the team with the most points over here. So those 2 games, I'm probably going to do myself, tease those up. And I'm probably going to do maybe I want to do a 1-13 for Miami, but Miami has a potential of blowing that game wide open playing against the Jets because Jets are so bad. And this is kind of like a crapshoot. The only thing that's really helping you is the points in this game because these teams are so even and the over. So the Cowboys and the New York Giants. See what I have. Let's see what I have. Dallas under. So Dallas 7-6 to the under. So that means that only 1 game out of 7 games went to the over. Same thing with the Giants, 7-6 to the under. Well, I'm saying that wrong. 7-1 to the under. New York Giants 7-1 to the under as well. Out of 7 games, only 1 went over for both of those teams. I'm looking for the under, but here's the thing. Now, there's 2 different categories here when you start looking at that. And you have the division rivals, and you have all the other teams. Division rivals, they play each other completely different, so they're in a category on their own. As far as the division rivals is concerned, I think the overs. So, in other words, since these are division rivals, all the games the Cowboys face and all the games the Giants face went to the over. So I definitely like the over in this. And I know it's kind of odd what I said as far as the unders. They've been trending to the unders, but I do like the over in this. All right, so next game on the list, we have the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. As far as this game is concerned, all the Pittsburgh games been pretty much gearing towards the under. I mean, they're playing at Pitt. And the thing is, none of the games Pittsburgh played this year went over 48.5. Right? None of the games Pittsburgh played this year went over 48. So if you tease that under 7 points, you get, well, I mean, even if you tease it 6, it's 7, that's 8. So that's 48 right there. But if you tease it up like 7 points, you're getting 48.5. And none of the Pittsburgh Steelers game this year went over that much. So, I mean, I'm looking at the under for this one, especially only if you tease it. I like the under, only if you tease it. So that's the angle I'm going with. So I'm probably going to use this as my anchor team and with this 48 and do my teasers that way to keep betting each game that I feel like need to be teased up or down. And I'm just going to have this as my anchor because none of the games this season for the Pittsburgh Steelers hasn't went over 48.5. Or 48, should I say. Haven't went over 48 points. Next game, you have the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, I mean, I'm just going to say it. The team with the most points, I look to tease them up. Now, Houston Texans blew out the Jacksonville Jaguars when they first met. They just blew them out. It was even a competition, that first game. But that was the first game of the season. I'm sure Jacksonville remembers that. And, rookie coach, rookie quarterback. I mean, these two teams are just the worst teams in the NFL. Two of the worst teams. So, again, whatever team has the most points, tease it up. I think that's your best option as far as this game is concerned. Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. I'm looking at Arizona. They don't have a look-ahead game, and they did lose last week. I'm sure they're not just going to kill this team, but I am looking at Arizona to win this, but I do like the under, especially if you tease it up. So if I'm going to do this game, I'm going to tease this up, and I'm going to tease the other game up, the Pittsburgh Steelers game up. So like I said, I'm going to have Pittsburgh Steelers as my anchor team and all the other teasers. Steelers, once I tease them up, the other teams I will have teased up, the ones that I feel needs to be teased. So that's how I'm going to do that one. You have the Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. I like San Fran in this. Then again, here it is. It's still over that key number of 7. So, San Fran might take this game serious or not and win by only 6. So, again, that's why, I like teasing these games up and down to get them past that key number. So, if you get this at 6, below 6, that should be a good bet as far as San Francisco is concerned. But even this 8.5 against a Falcons team that's been barely putting up points is good as well. And then playing at San Fran, if you're going to take the points, I'd rather them be at home to take if you're going to lay the points with them. So, next game on the list, you have the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. Well, let me go back to my notes with this one. Let me see if I found something with this one. We have Cincinnati. Cincinnati only has a look-ahead game. There's no clear advantage as far as a over or under. As far as the spread, I mean, the Bengals is the better team. Bengals is the better team with 1.5. But if you are going to choose anything to bet, I believe the best bet as far as this game is concerned is the over, especially if you tease that down. Teddy can definitely light it up. The Bengals can definitely light it up and put up points. So both these teams could put up points, and 43 is a low number already. Even if you tease it down, it's just that much more likely that they're going to go over the total. You have next game on the list, the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. Obviously, I'm taking the Packers. I mean, Lamar Jackson is out. It doesn't look good. He's probably going to be out for a little while. I'm definitely taking the Packers in this. With the 4.5, absolutely. I mean, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I'm taking the Packers. I want to get under that key number of 3 with 2.5, but with this being said, I mean, I don't see the Ravens beating the Packers without Lamar Jackson. I don't see it. Then again, it's the NFL. Who knows? You know, you might get might have the running back play quarterback and beat the Packers. Ridiculous. Now, Seattle Seahawks and the Rams. Well, it looks like the Rams is finally getting together with Odell Beckham and Cooper Kupp with Matthew Stafford. Seattle, they've been terrible this year. That defense has been horrible. So I like the Rams in this one. 6.5. I like the 6.5. The over and under, tease it down. I think they can definitely go over the total with 40 points. If you tease it down by 7 with 40 points, yeah, they can definitely go over 40 points. And if you just want to tease that down too, you got 6.5. It's still, you have Russell Wilson back there. He could put up points, but with that defense, then again, defense shows up when they want. It's crazy. Yeah, I still like the Rams winning this one. They got the better team. Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I got Tampa Bay. Even though it's a division rivalry game, I still got Tampa Bay. Facing that quarterback, I don't see Tampa Bay having a problem covering the 10.5. Yeah, unless they just take this game off. But if you want to tease that down to be safe, be my guess. But I do like Tampa Bay to win that one. And we have the Minnesota Vikings and the Bears. I mean, if the weather's good, I'm going to go with the over. Over in this, tease it down. If the weather is cold and brutal, you got two defensive teams, this division rivalry team. I don't know. But I'm looking at the over if I'm going to make any bet with a teaser. I'm just going to tease that down. But as far as who's winning, Bears and Vikings division rivalry game, I want to go with the +4, especially if Fields play. But the Vikings with Cook, and they just ran over Pittsburgh last week. I'm gonna go with the +4. You know what? I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure about this one. If I'm going to do anything, I'm just going to tease this down and go for the over in this game. But this game, I'm not too interested in this one. I'm not. So, and I'm just throwing that out there. So, it's Monday Night Football. Who cares? Who really cares? So, I'm not going to give you anything for that. I just don't like it. But other than that, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys for this year that we're having. Appreciate you guys for subscribing. Also, I just want to say you guys are motivating me to do better as far as sports betting with all your views, with all your likes. I definitely appreciate it. And I just want to say that coming to the end of the season, and we did have a heck of a year so far. So hopefully this year, or let's say, for instance, this week, we'll make some money for Christmas, and you guys have a wonderful holiday. But thanks for watching. Most importantly, bet wisely, and I'll be coming out with some NCAA basketball videos shortly. Later.